That's what it's all about.
Particularly for Bill Snyder, he just demands execution. Handoff to Daniel Thomas.
Wow.
And that is vintage Thomas.
Man.
I was going to say no gain, Dave. Downs in the first 2 games. He picked up 7 on that opening tote. And here he is again, dragging a player with him. And will move the chains for a first down for Daniel Thomas and the Wildcats, stopped by Jake Nada. Not suffer anymore there. Benton, Sims, Sandvig, and Johnson in the secondary for Paul Rhodes Cyclones at 1-1.
Paul Rhodes' assessment at linebacker says it all. Paper thin. What's thinner than paper at linebacker?
Thomas busts one through. Wow. Still on his feet to the 45-yard line. Wildcat formation here. Thomas jumps around.
Has 4 different players they can play at the Wildcat position.
Of course, Kaufman, part of that Kaufman family. Paul, of course, Kansas State, played in the NFL for years. Brother Chase at Missouri. Outstanding player as a tight end. Handoff here, and Thomas gets his 5th carry. Matt Morton makes the tackle.
At this point, they're 8-6 under his 2nd regime.
And he got to coach his son, Sean, and is now coaching his grandson. Who else has done that? Thomas slips and falls, and a loss on the play as Rumpelhammer will be credited for the tackle. Let's take a look at the Chrysler keys for the Wild.
Execution by his offensive line and everybody on the field offensively. Great play. Great call.
Thomas and Wilson in the backfield. Here's Thomas. And Thomas pushing forward. Takes it to near the 13-yard line. Patrick Neal, Jr. from West Des Moines, Iowa, makes the stop. For
the jump pass. Who knows what's in Bill Snyder's arsenal?
Thomas declines to pitch, keeps himself.
The top fast enough to help. It was available, but not executed.
Kaufman now 1 of 2 on the day for 9 yards. Hands off here to Thomas. And Iowa State answers. Let's check in with Darren Horton and a Phillips Television's game. Here comes the Wildcat offense.
And they pull linemen, get everybody in front, try to out-gap them. They have too many helmets out there. Out-gapped is the Iowa State defense. And really, Daniel Thomas had made a little sooner decision again in the Wildcat. His big fullback leading him up in there, Wilson. Pretty good job down the football field, sustaining up. Things are going to come to him.
Last year, led the Big 12 in rushing, 1,265 yards, off to a great start this year. Charlie Kendall Hunter of Oklahoma State.
State's not going to be a stationary target. They're going to move around, but so far Kansas State's handling it.
1st and 10. Thomas, guess who? Another first down as Thomas rolls down to Texas Tech and Texas. How about that for a conference opener in Lubbock, Dave?
No question. Texas Tech's already got 5 interceptions, tied for 4th most in the nation. They only had 10 all of last year. Got to watch out throwing the ball.
Somerville's team against Matt Brown and quarterback Gilbert McCurdy.
Ahead of myself maybe a little bit.
Tell you what, he's off to a heck of a start today. 14 carries, 68 yards. Add some more. Thomas bursts through and picks up a first down across midfield to the 48.
We have something here, and he's done it time and time again.
Thomas again. Little jab right, scoots back left.
You know, when he hits the pile, he always moves the pile.
Kansas State, 11:29. Third quarter of the Wildcat formation. Thomas still.
Wow.
First all the way inside the 5-yard line. Big 12 opener, K-State led at the half. Iowa State returned an interception for a touchdown to take the lead again. And now the Wildcats are trying to answer on an impressive drive. Daniel Thomas dives and comes up a little bit short. David Sims.
Just good defense. Red zone defense was the key for Iowa State last year, and their success of doing it again.
Third down. Thomas leaps and scores. Touchdown Wildcats.
Here at Arrowhead.
And that game, you look back, who knows, maybe a program-changing game. All that Iowa State went through with their illness and everything else to win in Lincoln like that. Thomas, they gang tackle him here. They string him.
We're working on that in the locker room as well. Who knows?
Kansas State down 3. Everybody in the building, and there's
39, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions through his first interception of the year, and it was a pick 6.
Thomas spins, breaks a tackle, and is tripped up just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 37.5, where David Sims got a hand on him.
Now, this is a 230-pound man, 6'2", 230, and watch this in space. Whoops! Man, oh man, that is unbelievable to leave Michael O'Donnell in the wake like that. O'Donnell is like, I have to bring it. You have to hit him hard, so you sell out right, or his left, I should say, on his own. He was helped. He got away with a little push-on.
Wildcat here. Thomas moving into the quarterback position. Kaufman is out wide right for Kansas State on a 1st and 10 at the 13. Thomas in trouble. Now looking for help. Cuts it back, and Thomas runs about 25 yards to pick up a few, and then he ends up moving the pile.
I'll tell you, he's a rugby scrum guy. He just moved the whole scrum. that scrum was a believable football player.
All-American at Northwest Mississippi Junior College is the quarterback. There's his running totals today, and you see the yards after contact. Again, Thomas. And again, pushing the pile.
Could get a first down now. Remember, they can get a first down inside the 4-yard line.
It's very close.
Cap to you. You were moving, folks. Woo!
It's 3rd down, not 1st and goal. It's 3rd down and about 1. And Thomas.
It's like they were.
Thomas picks up a yard or 2.
This is all about will to win. Who wants it?
2nd and goal from the 2. Kaufman, the option to Thomas. No stopping that.
He wants it.
And Kansas State, just like that, answers and regains the lead. That's been the case of this football game as Kansas State goes into the Wildcat, and Daniel Thomas, who's already a career high for carries. Thomas